Welcome back everyone to another video. Lots of news popping out from Avowed to World of Warcraft to the mystical PlayStation showcase, which is pretty much becoming an Xbox showcase, but more on that in a little bit. But you know what? Let's have the drop so we can just get right into it. Alright folks, so as you can see here, I actually tweeted about this earlier, about Starfield going to PlayStation. It looks like February the 14th is going to be the unveil date, and that could actually be the date that the PlayStation Showcase is about to drop. Now, I'm going to have more on that in a little bit, towards the latter part of the video, so if you're interested in that, that's, fast forward to there. But it does look like after Forza Horizon 5, which was a tentpole pillar, has gone, pretty much as I said on X, everything at this point is going, and Starfield has reared its head. Obviously it's just a rumor at present. I've heard the mumblings through the 2 or 3 channels that I have that basically this is happening and it is going to be unveiled. I also expect at some point Halo Master Chief Collection, or whatever the new remastered Halo is going to be, along with the Gears collection, to also be announced. Though I do believe that the Halo collection is going to be announced with the Nintendo Switch. At least that's my assumption. I don't think they're going to reveal Starfield and Halo all at the same time on a PlayStation Showcase. That would be kind of crazy. But it wouldn't be unheard of at this point, considering Microsoft is pretty much now just opening the floodgates, removing the band-aid, and going all out. But it is basically, but if the rumors are true, Starfield is heading to PlayStation, and it's going to be interesting, right? Because a lot of PlayStation fans and a lot of the media were saying that this game is bad, it's boring, it's rubbish, and all this and all that. But it's going to be interesting to see, now that it's on PlayStation, how that's going to change. Because in fact, the game hasn't fundamentally changed at its core. It's still the same game. But are they going to now talk about, oh, this is even better now because it's on the Pro, which is dumb because it's on the PC, which is better than everything. And is the media going to turn around and really like it because now it's on PlayStation when it's better on PC? You see where I'm going with this. It's going to be interesting to see how reactions and views are changed on this release, because, well, I expect to see some true hypocrisy in action. But if it is true, and I do believe it is true, February the 14th isn't that far away. We'll soon find out. Avowed. Now this is a game that everyone is looking forward to on Xbox. This is currently an Xbox console exclusive. Whether it's a timed exclusive or not is, for anyone to know at this point, because no one can dictate what Microsoft is ever going to do. But regardless, if you are interested in playing this game 5 days early, you can by pre-ordering it right now with the Premium Edition. You pay more money, you get to play it early. If you're on Game Pass, your day and date means that you're going to get to play it 5 days later than anyone that's actually paying more money. Of course, Microsoft is offering you a cheaper option in order to actually be able to buy the premium upgrade in order to get those 5 days early. I'd love to hear from you all. Are you actually going to pre-order the premium upgrade in order to get to play this, up to 5 days earlier? And I assume when it says up to 5 days earlier, they are expecting technical problems and issues. This will be without the day one patch, so I'm assuming they're thinking this is going to be really, really hammered with both PC and Xbox trying to get access. And I guess it's an always online game by the looks of it. I don't know. I can't really imagine why it would say up to 5 days unless they believe that they're going to have server issues. So we'll see how that goes. Good news though, they have revealed today in a 160 odd question quickfire question round that Avowed is going to be available at 60 FPS on the Xbox Series X. Now no one's really talking about the S, so I assume the S is going to stick at 30. But Avowed on the Xbox Series X is going to be 60 FPS, or at least it's going to have a 60 FPS option. Now this is something that Microsoft has severely lacked in my opinion, and it's good to see that they are now correcting that. Most of their games that came out at 30 FPS, whether they want to cite that as a design choice or a creative choice, that's all bollocks. It's just they just either couldn't get it to run at 60 FPS or they ran out of time optimizing it, because those 60 FPS patches eventually came. If it was a creative choice, everything would be locked to that frame rate, including PC, but that was not the case. At least now they are actually learning from that and are pushing ahead and actually giving the users options on the Xbox Series X, whether you want to play it on high fidelity with 30 FPS or, you know, lower resolution, but you'll get to experience it at that 60 FPS, which clearly most people are going to choose. Again, you can see here it's available February the 18th, 2025. It's available on Game Pass day 1, well, I guess day 5, Xbox Series X and S, Windows Store, Battle.net, and Steam. That's pretty much going to be available everywhere but PlayStation for now. So earlier today, they released a kind of tweet or something leaked about World of Warcraft being available on Xbox, and they quickly deleted it and removed it. I did look for it, but I couldn't really find it. You can see here they say, everyone say grats to Warcraft for their 30-year anniversary. And you can see the Xbox achievement there, rare achievement unlocked, ding. Now, this has been rumored to be potentially coming to Game Pass at some point. I expect there to be a price, you know, a little bit of a price bump for a Warcraft edition of Game Pass. I do not envision them putting the subscription model as part of Game Pass. They will just lose too much money. But if they actually wanted to, you know, kind of bring more people onto Game Pass, get them invested into Game Pass, and actually just bring, you know, provide, you know, a better deal, this would actually potentially get them a ton of Game Pass subscriptions. And what they're doing here, essentially, if they do go down this route, sure, you're going to get more players now jumping into it. You've got about 40 million Game Pass subscribers that are either on Standard or Ultimate. If those people have access to World of Warcraft, that's going to be more people having access to the game, populates the servers, keeps it running for, you know, the party finders and dungeons and everything else, which is great because MMOs need players. But also for those people that aren't on Ultimate or Standard, if they actually see that as a viable option where they can now sign up to Game Pass and get their World of Warcraft, you may see like another 10, 15, maybe 20 million Game Pass subscribers coming in, which is exactly what Microsoft want. They want that sustained revenue, they want to bump those numbers up. So this could play out into a really, really good way, because I don't see it really impacting those that are already on there, but it could definitely bring an influx of new customers if they decide to incorporate it either at the same price as Ultimate, because I think it's going to be Ultimate, not Standard, you know, at the £15-20 mark, or maybe just add like a bump on there, or maybe just provide Ultimate members with Warcraft Gold, which you can then convert into your monthly subscription or other stuff that you want. So it'll be interesting to see how they go about that, but I think this is a golden mine for them to be able to attract new subscribers if they actually want to. So, multiple games got announced at the Capcom event. Lots of stuff. We saw like the Monster Hunter Stories and the Wilds. But the cool stuff is the ones like this. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. A lot of, you know, outrage was done on this one when it wasn't announced on Xbox. Now's your chance to go buy it. Let me know in the comment section below if you are going to be going and buying these games. You can pre-order it right now. Capcom Fighting Collection, May 16, 2025. Also, Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny Remastered is coming in 2025 as well. Are you going to be picking these games up? Was you one of the ones that were outraged when it was not announced for Xbox? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you are now actually going to buy it. And as I say here, be interesting to see the sales numbers based on the complete outrage that occurred last year. Forza decide that they are going to simp for PlayStation, and there is no real other way of showing this, because just why? Just why? When read the room is all I'm gonna say. Forza social media team, read the damn room. But you know what? It's clear just from the fanfare that you see from the development team. There seems to be a new buzz going around with releasing games on PlayStation 5. It seems to be that they're way more excited for it. You know the saying, right? It's too soon. It's too soon. Of course, now we're talking about the state of play for PlayStation. Obviously, February the 14th is the new suggested date. This coincides with Starfield being announced on February the 14th, which is Valentine's Day. Now, obviously, Age of Mythology 2 Definitive Edition just got announced. Age of Mythology Retold has just been announced to be coming to PlayStation 5. Now, there's been a lot of talk about, Age of Mythology Retold on PS5 getting early access to the new Pillars DLC. That is not they are getting early access, but so is Steam and Xbox. Xbox gets up to 7 days, PlayStation gets up to 5 days. At least that's based on the description on the official Xbox store. All this is basically is that if you buy the premium edition of the game on either Steam, PlayStation, or Xbox, you get early access to the Pillars DLC. That's it. It's a universal thing, nothing else. PlayStation gets 5 days. On the Xbox page, it shows up to 7 days. Whether it will give you 7 days or not is unknown. And obviously, Forza Horizon 5 will likely feature here as well. What other game do you think from Xbox that do you believe will feature on the state of play coming from PlayStation? Do you think any more will? Interesting times, right? We're living in a really weird time right now where we are seeing Xbox just completely and utterly floodgating everywhere. And it's going to be interesting to see how the community pivot and flip-flop from absolutely hating these Xbox games to now absolutely loving them. I'm already seeing a lot of people praising Forza Horizon 5 now that it's coming to PlayStation, when these same people were absolutely shitting on it when it was on Xbox. So let's see how Starfield is going to go, because Starfield, that took a beating. That got review bombed to living hell. But will it change now that it's coming to PlayStation? That's the key. And if it does, social media is about to get really spicy. Well, folks, that's all I have for you for today. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to check me out today, depending on when you're watching this. I'll be live on YouTube at the usual time with my co-host Chili, where we're just talking about all video games and the latest news, stuff from this video, and more. Right, that's it. I'm out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.